Ninjago is an amazing franchise with many seasons, specials, and even a movie under its name. The series has been running strong for 6 years with no signs of slowing down, and frankly it's gotten more popular as time has gone on. With this increase in popularity comes an increase in fans, and with an increase in the size of the fanbase comes more discussion. With many episodes and many fans out there, people are bound to have their favorite characters, episodes, or even individual scenes. And as a fan of the franchise since its humble beginnings, I've seen everything. You name it, I've seen it. I have fond memories of every season and every episode, and today I'm here to share these memories with all of you. This is my personal list of the top 10 best moments from Ninjago. These could be anything, an important battle, an important instance of character development, pretty much anything goes here. Keep in mind that this list contains many of my personal opinions, and you are free to disagree. Just be sure to leave a comment stating what you think of my list, and feel free to leave your own down below as well. With that being said, let's get right onto the list. Starting off the list at number 10 is the first battle in which the ninja truly acted as a team. Before this, the ninja barely knew each other, but this battle pretty much showed what each ninja was about and how they acted in terms of combat and as a team. By working together and managing each other's personalities, they were able to fight off Samukai and the rest of the Skulkin army and perform spinjitzu for the first time. This battle also gave us a brief glimpse as to what a guardian dragon is and what the golden weapons are truly capable of. Overall, the scene worked really well in terms of setup and character building. Starting during Season 3 of Ninjago, Jay and Cole sort of had a troublesome relationship. This was primarily because of the introduction of the Nia and Cole aspect, and that conflicted with the already built relationship between Nia and Jay. In the end though, they just ended up hating each other. This especially escalated after Zane's death and during the team's division. During the Tournament of Elements, Jay and Cole finally had a chance to fight it out, and let all of their feelings loose, and while the battle may have been pretty brutal, it eventually ended on a steady note and wrapped up the very interesting storyline between the two ninja. When a ninja unlocks his true potential, they are hit with a sense of pure elemental aura, and when it came time for Nia to cross this path, she experienced the same thing. Throughout Season 5, she was training to become the Master of Water, and we saw her try harder and harder to eventually make this happen. Of course, during the preeminent attack, it finally occurred. Finally accepting who she is, she surrounded herself in a veil of water, and managed to actually take down the preeminent. I enjoyed this scene because, yeah, it's kinda cliche, but boy is it amazing to watch. To see Nia finally get a full-on scene of pride and power is something really cool, and something we hadn't really seen up until this moment. The entire build-up during Season 4 of Ninjago was just aiming for a large and epic final battle, and let me just say, they delivered. The entire Elemental Alliance versus Chen's Anaconda army? Sounds amazing, right? Well yeah, it was. This was a really amazing battle to watch because it was just so full of amazing shots, and dynamics that were just eye-opening and really well-rounded. The battle eventually ended with Garmadon's sacrifice to imprison Chen and his army, so the tone drastically shifts, but in a way I found that to be appropriate. The writers know when to be serious and when to be fun and action-packed, and I can respect that and this battle for many of those reasons. The scene featured many cases of character development, and caused audiences to become more invested, or at least in my case it did. The identity of the Green Ninja was something every Ninjago fan was anticipating since the idea of the Green Ninja was put into our heads. Just the idea of a legendary warrior, able to control every element from Ninjago, was enough to make the fanbase obsessed with figuring out who the Green Ninja actually was. Of course, we got our answer when the official set images were revealed, but it wasn't officially revealed in the show until episode 10. The episode featured Kai unlocking his true potential, but also featured Lloyd finally being identified as the Green Ninja. This was a magical moment for many reasons. For one, it finally answered the greatest question of all time, and it was also quite mystical. Overall, I thought this scene was amazing, and it was definitely the start to something greater. During the Tournament of Elements, Chen's overlooked presence made many of us believe that he was more than meets the eye. But in all seriousness, when the true plan was revealed, it became troubling for the ninja and the rest of the elemental masters. Zane was able to inspire the others by revealing the key to unlocking an elemental dragon. The elemental dragons are comprised of pure energy and are actually quite amazing. Of course, Lloyd could already do this, but when motivated, the other masters could do the same. And when they did, they announced themselves as one, which was also truly inspiring. This again represents the great relationship between the ninja and the elemental masters and further represents their bond. Zane was always a character who had a lot of fans, but was always one that was pushed to the background and never really took center stage. But that all changed when Ninjago Season 3 was announced. Within the season itself, we witnessed the ninja reclaim their identity as the protectors of Ninjago, and the return of the Overlord. Everything wrapped up in the final battle, of course, and it's a conclusion I'll never forget. I've already mentioned how amazing this scene was in a few other videos, but I'll say it again. It was amazing. You could see just how much care the character of Zane actually had for his team and his city, and actually sacrificing himself helped to build his character even more. In the end, Zane's sacrifice is one of those moments from Ninjago that always stands out to me as something special. This scene is from the most recent Ninjago season, but it's already one of my favorite things from the franchise. This fight sequence is derived from Kai's knowledge of his parents' survival and their apparent betrayal to the rest of the elemental masters. Kai is filled with rage and his thirst for vengeance is extremely easy to see, and that's not a bad thing. I adore this scene simply because of the emotion portrayed for both Kai and Rei. One comes to the realization that their father is still alive, and the other finally gets to see his son after many, many years of separation. The dynamic between Kai and Rei would continue to evolve as the season progressed, but it's in this scene here that I really think it was done the best. Speaking of emotions and character dynamics, Jay and Nia are some of the characters that express these things the best. The two had maintained a steady relationship throughout the first few seasons, but starting in season 3, it was pretty rocky. But all that changed during the Lighthouse Battle. This pretty much was the final shot at Nauticon and the rest of the Sky Pirates. And when Jay and Nia were pinned down, it all came out. The two pretty much confirmed their feelings for one another in an emotional and extremely expressive scene. I can tell the writers put extra time and care into continuing the relationship between Jay and Nia, and it definitely shows in this scene. This is absolutely one of the best things to come out of Ninjago. Yes, everyone knew this was going to be number 1, and a lot of you already know what I think about this scene, so I won't really say much here. But let me just say, this was the culmination of everything from the beginning to the end of Season 2. The final battle between the light and the darkness, Lloyd and the Overlord. Again, I won't really say much here because I've already featured this as number 1 on a few of my other lists before. So feel free to go find a few other videos of mine for more information on what I think about the most epic finale and battle we've ever seen from the franchise. So there you have it, my listing of the top 10 best moments from Ninjago. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up rating and be sure to hit that subscribe button, guys. It really means a lot to me. Also, don't forget to leave a comment stating what you think of this video, or just leave your own thoughts down below. Or if you just had a general comment, that's fine as well. Also, don't forget to leave your video suggestions down below as well for a chance to have your idea featured as an actual video sometime later on. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is TannerFishies, and with that, I bid you farewell.